This means that I invite you to, for the beginning of the class, to come into a pose that's called Virasana, and you're approximately with the knees 2 fist width apart. This is the width of your sit bones in your pelvis. We can put our hands on our lower legs and draw them away from the knee joint in the back and roll them out so we can comfortably sit between our legs on the floor. And if that's not possible for you, then just take a pillow or a rolled up blanket and put it underneath your pelvis on the floor so you can really sit comfortably here. Very good. Everything's just slowly, just take your time. Yeah, right. And then maybe take a look at your feet right next to you and allow that the feet can unfold so you can actually use your hands, and with the palm of your hand slowly push onto your soles of the feet and just allow the pressure to be that accurate that you're not having any pain on your knee. And maybe you want to use your knuckles and roll the shoulders back for a sec, and the pelvic can tilt so it's in neutral, tailbone to the floor. And then through the knuckles of both hands, make contact to your feet. And the reason why I have you with your hands on your feet is because we are actually wanting to activate a marma that's similar to an acupoint. And it allows that our vata energy, which is the very subtle energy of our minds, to ground into earth so that we're not in the head all the time, but allows us to arrive on the floor, on the ground, and also allows that the stress that we're probably currently feeling, this challenging time, can really flow into the ground. The charge can be released. So I'm showing you the acupoint that we're actually want to find. So if you go from your big toe mound to the center of your foot, which is the tala hidraya, the bubbling fountain or source, and you can switch from using your knuckles to find this acupoint, this marmer, with your thumbs and start to massage it very gently. And if you feel like, close your eyes so you can take your mind into the soles of your feet. We're just making really slow, small circles. And maybe you can sense that you're actually really going a little bit deeper into the tissue, but without being in pain. And the right hand can move in clockwise direction. The other hand, the left one, can move counterclockwise. And we can find attunement to arriving on the floor and having the intention that we're opening our body and wanting to come into communication with the earth so that the earth prana or earth energy can flow into our body, and also our body can release into the floor. And I invite you to take 3 long deep breaths as you do so. So just let the breath flow. There's not a lot of force or conscious attention going into it. Just be aware of it flowing. We're 3. And then slowly let the massage cease. And if you want to, just very gently push one more time at Tala Hidraya, the kidney point meridian. Inhale, and with an exhale, just allow the pressure to subside, to bring the arms and hands forward. And if you take some time a little bit time longer than I have, or I'm moving, just feel free to use the time that you need. And in our time, we're arriving with both hands on the floor, allowing the shoulders to ground one more time. And we can slowly return back up onto hands and knees. And as we arrive here, I ask you to come into your center to find a slight navel activation of Uddiyana Bandha, and then with an inhale, allow that with this grounding and this anchoring in your lower belly, you're straightening your right leg, the toes are on the floor, and we're just opening up the backsides of the legs as we breathe, or of the leg as we breathe. We have a 1 and 2 and 3, and then slowly inhale one more time, and with an exhale bring the right knee to the left. Uddiyana is still active, navel to spine, and we're straightening with an inhale the left leg back, and with an exhale we're again grounding our shoulders, finding the neck relaxed so we can let our consciousness descend into the back of our left leg, toes on the floor, and we're breathing here. 4, 3, 1. Feel the floor through your hands. 2. And maybe you can enjoy your breath. Very good. You can see if you're still connected to Uddiyana Bandha. And last time, 3. Inhale one more time, and with an exhale, return the left knee to the right. You can cross your shins and roll over your crossed legs, or you can come over the side, so feel whatever suitable for your knees. But whatever way you choose, we're reuniting in a very relaxed Sukhasana, Sukhasana, relaxed seat. And feel free to use something for support. And maybe you want to shift from side to side so that really both sides of your pelvis are nicely grounded. And the hands can rest very comfortably or comfortable and relaxed on your thighs or knees. I invite you to close your eyes and to feel into your feet. See if the feet probably are more active or there's more consciousness connected to them. Maybe you want to move the toes one more time just to make sure that all channels are open. And then this motion can slowly come to a halt. And with our pelvis and our consciousness, our attention, we're diving down to the contact on the floor. And maybe you want to take 1 or 2 breath cycles just to feel into this contact to the floor, to the earth. Maybe also just to realize that there is something solid that's actually supporting you. And also accepting this in our consciousness, that there is solid support, and that it actually carries us as long as we're breathing. And we get into this connection, everything that we just need right now for alignment or a prayer, such as help me Mahama, Sister Great Mother, that I can listen to my inner voice of yours, where you're calling me to, or help me that I can be present for myself and also for others. So whatever is suitable for you and feels right in this exchange, just put it down as you make contact. And maybe through this contact, to this delivery, to the earth, to the floor, maybe this answer from the earth is your sankalpa, whatever arises. And if it's not coming immediately, just take a little bit of time. Maybe it's not coming during the class, maybe it will come at night or during the next days or hours. Just set this intention to wanting to come into contact, into communication with Earth. And then slowly let your attention rise again to your breath and just realize where you are in your breath cycle. And without interjection, slowly give permission that the breathing can slow down significantly so that you can feel that the inhale comes really through the feet, through the legs, through the pelvis, ascends through the torso. And with an exhale, we're seizing the support coming up into our body and releasing all the tensions back to the floor. And maybe you feel that you want to follow my invitation of closing the eyes and to really feel and sense in your bodily sense feeling this ascending of your inhalation. Check if there is still some nervous energy flickering within your consciousness, and with an exhale let it go and release the pressure. And we're still here for 3 long deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And then slowly from here, let your hands release from your knees or thighs. Lift them up with an inhale to your forehead in Anjali, really to set a framework for your vision. Or maybe it's more suitable for you to bring them to your heart. Feel into what kind of connection you're actually needing right now, more upwards towards your mental being or more towards your heart as the center of your being. And wherever you have placed your hands, inhale very consciously one more time. Feel also this connection to the floor and this protection. And with an exhale, bow down to your own life energy, to your own guidance, to your connection. And maybe you want to flow very consciously into your hands. Relax the shoulders, relax the head, so the neck is free. And then very consciously fill yourself up with breath as you inhale. And with an exhale, arrive at center in your hara, around your navel, draw it in and up. Let the head release. Inhale, navel slightly active, and with an exhale start to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. The arms can feel like 2 heavy ropes gliding over the floor as you roll up. And we're returning with an inhale into a fully erect seated position. We're exhaling, the arms can release and empty out one more time. And before we start with the flow, I want us to do a pranayama together, the sudarshanaya kriya, a pranayam, that special breathing technique or pranayama helps us to really support and strengthen our immune system. And I would like to pass this on to you so that you can do it anytime, whenever you need this during this COVID crisis. And the soul technique that we are applying, or that we have to know, is Pastrica Breathing. So maybe just for starters and just to try it out, you want to place your right hand, onto your belly and really allow that with an exhale, the belly to fully release. Let it be bloated and big and soft as it should be. And then inhale and feel expanding of the chest, the back, the shoulders. And with an exhale, feel that you're activating your navel. And you can hold this activation. And you feel this contraction underneath your hand as the navel draws to spine. And then allow that, again, with an inhale, the navel can let go of the spine, the belly is relaxed, you're expanding fully into your soft belly. And with an exhale, you can contract your abdominal muscles one more time and drawing the navel to the spine. We're doing this one more time. With an inhale, the belly releases completely. And with an exhale, the belly and the navel actually move away from your hand and drawing to the spine. And just let's sense this so we can, it's easier if we're doing the technique to have this later on as we're practicing the pranayama. So you can remove your hand if you feel like you want to do this, or you can also stay with your hand on your navel just to stay in contact. And it's possible that you see me not in a mirror image, but that I'm actually showing you on your left, my right side. So don't worry about it, but just listen to my voice. So we're actually practicing something like Anadi Shodhana. So with our thumb, our right hand, we're closing off the right nostril and we're inhaling through the left nostril. We're holding this actually and stopping the breath and keeping the right nostril closed. And with this stopped breathing cycle at Kumbhaka, we're pumping our navel as long as it's possible for us to do this without tensing up somewhere in the body. And if you're realizing that you can't hold the breath any longer and that you're starting to fight against it, we're switching our hand to ring finger and pinky of our right hand, closing off the left nostril and exhaling through the right. So let's start the exercise by closing off the right nostril. Inhaling slowly through the left. We're holding the breath and start to pump, releasing and contracting the abdominal muscles or navel. And we're doing this for as long as we're still relaxed. Then we're switching our fingers to the left nostril and exhaling through the right. And if you need any break or a break between this cycle, just allow yourself to take a break so that you're never out of breath, but you can stay connected to your breath. And if you know what I mean, just give me a thumbs up so that I just know if I have to explain it one more time. Awesome. So you're all in the clear. So let's get ready to practice this. And we're starting with our right thumb on our right nostril. Find our cycle of the breath and wait until the next inhale will come just naturally, and we're closing off the right nostril and inhaling through the left. And then we're starting to pump. We're holding the breath. And whenever it becomes too strenuous, just switch up your nostrils and closing off the left, exhaling through the right. If you feel like, take a little bit of time, take a breather, literally. Maybe you can feel that there's some warmth entering the body. And let's go into the second round. So we're inhaling, right nostril closed off through the left. We're holding the breath and starting to pump. And whenever there's tension rising in the body, we're switching to closing off the left nostril and exhaling for the right. Very good. Just allow for some time. Inhale and exhale fully. And then let's do the last round. If you're ready, realize that you really want to go within your own time and your own natural breath cycle. So we're inhaling through the left nostril, closing off the right, starting to pump as we hold the breath. And if it's not possible without tensing up, switching the nostril, closing off the left and exhaling through the right. If you need more time, just allow for it. And whenever you've finished, just place your hands back onto your knees. Maybe you want to close your eyes and feel into your body one more time. Maybe you can feel that a little bit of warmth has entered the body. I hope you can feel this. And after you incorporated this, just roll back, freeing up your legs. And from here, with an exhale, allowing that the arms can rise with an inhale. And with an exhale, we're rolling back down onto our back, feeling firmly anchored to the ground. Our head is completely free. And just allow that the back of the neck is long, that the shoulders are really unfolded wide, broad collarbones in front. The feet can walk a little bit closer to your pelvis. Find your own rhythm of your breath. The pelvis is in a neutral position, so our lumbar spine is in its neutral, natural curve. And then with a slight activation of Uddiyana Bandha, take the right bent leg up. And with an exhale, with your right hand, come onto the outer edge of your right foot. If it's too much and your shoulders or your shoulder is straining, your right one, just allow for different position, grabbing with your right hand your ankle or the back of your right thigh. And with an exhale, wherever you are with your right hand, draw the right leg closer to your torso as you would in a squat. Maybe your left leg is still bent and will stay as such, and we're still breathing for 3. If you want to practice Ujjayi, we're at 2. Super. And 3. And then see that everything remains unchanged. The collarbones are wide. The shoulders are still disengaged away from the ears. And maybe you can slowly with an inhale straighten your right leg. So your sit bone and your right heel forms a line also in your consciousness that you really connecting from the backside of the leg. And with an inhale, we can again straighten a little bit, and with an exhale, bending the right knee again, and a release just a tad. Let's do it one more time, last time. So maybe we can couple breath and movement. As we inhale, we're straightening the right leg, and with an exhale, we're returning into happy baby, or the happy baby. Slowly, with an inhale, remove your hands, and with an exhale, allow the right hand to come to the floor. Both arms can come up with an inhale. And with an exhale, allow the shoulders to descend, to stay grounded. And we're coming into Uddiyana Bandha. With an inhale, lift the left leg. And with an exhale, come up from your center, core activation. Both hands can come to the back side of your head. With the next inhale, bring the right leg into tabletop. Exhale, lift a little bit higher. And we're going into a twist as with an exhale, the left elbow flows towards the side of your right knee. The left leg straightens. With an exhale, come to center. We're inhaling here, and with an exhale, we're twisting to the other side. Make sure that your hips are firmly grounded, your shoulder blades are off the floor. So we're going from tabletop into this bicycle movement. We're inhaling, coming back to center, and with an exhale, really come with the right elbow to the medial side of your left knee. Don't draw the knee to the nose. Focus on rather pulling yourself up from center, pulling the torso up. So we're inhaling here at center, and with an exhale, we're releasing back down. Removing our hands, the shoulders are still released. We're still inhaling one more time, hands off the floor. And with an exhale, the right leg can come in a bend fashion to the floor. And we're going into Ardha Happy Baby on the other side as we arrive with an exhale with our left hand on the outer edge of our left foot, ankle, or backside of our left leg. Inhale, and with an exhale, draw the left knee closer at the side of your torso. Relax the neck. And we're slowly and calmly breathing here for 2. Super. 1. And 2. And wait Just really until your breath ascends and descends, and then slowly, wherever your hand may be, we're straightening our left leg with an inhale. With an exhale, we're bending the left knee and drawing our knee closer down to the floor. As long as our hip is happy, into our happy baby. We're inhaling here, straightening from the left sit bone to the left heel. And with an exhale, we're entering our groin by drawing the knee closer to the floor. Last time, inhaling, straightening the left knee. And with an exhale, drawing the knee closer to the floor, bending it. Feel that the neck is still free, that the jaw is released. Connect to your navel, draw it to the spine. Inhale. With an exhale, releasing the left arm. Slowly allow the left leg to come into tabletop. Take, with an inhale, your right leg to it. Allow, with an exhale, to arrive at center. Both shins are parallel to the floor. From your navel, with an inhale, focusing on the sit bone heel connection, straighten your legs. And with an exhale, releasing the arms off the floor and bringing them with an inhale up to the sky. With an exhale, lift up from center, support the back side of your head. And the elbows stay wide. We connect our shoulder blades through the latissimi to the pelvis. And with an inhale, can our right leg drop? Really activate the feet, push them away from you. And with an exhale, draw higher. And the right arm comes to the outside of your left leg, that's up, and your left elbow draws away. We inhale here, and with an exhale, the left leg drops and the left arm goes outside of the right leg. The right elbow draws far back, shoulder blades off the floor. With an inhale, we'll come back to center. With an exhale, we twist, right leg is forward, your pelvis stays super stable, no wobbling. We're inhaling at center as we come back up with both legs straight. With an exhale, the left leg goes forward and we're twisting. Inhaling one more time, center. Exhale, twist, really lift off from your transversal abdomini. Inhale at center. And with an exhale, twist to the other side, neck is still released. We're coming back up to center, inhaling here, feet are active in a Barbie shoe foot. And with an exhale, find the shoulders grounded, the neck released. We're inhaling, and with an exhale, we're lifting up, pulling ourselves up from the abdominals, the shoulders still grounded. And in this higher up position, we're breathing for 2, for 1. And 2. Awesome. And then we're inhaling here, and with an exhale, we're releasing the whole position to the floor, coming into Uttanasana, feeling the core and the floor connection. And we're rocking side to side, calming our breath. Maybe feel the warmth in your body, the activation through movement. And we're here, see, for 1, 2. And then come to center again. Allow the hands to come onto the outside of your lower legs. We inhale here. And with an exhale, we come here to a seated position. We don't have to balance, and we're stepping back into the downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very good. Allow the head to release. And seize the first moments to really arrive in your body. Our center to be activated and to find your breath. And we're still here for 2 long deep breaths. 1. Backside of the arms, draw towards your toes. 2, ribs closed. And we're arriving here at center, and let's do our first vinyasa together. Pelvis comes to center, and we're pushing through our feet as we come with an inhale forward. Shoulders over hands. With an exhale, the knees can come to the floor. We just tilt a little bit forward, a pivot forward with an inhale. The tailbone draws to the heels, and with an exhale, the shoulders drop as the elbows bend, and our pelvis and shoulders touch the ground at the same time. Shoulders roll back, the neck is free. We're rising with an inhale, finding the extension of the thoracic spine, and with an exhale, draw down with more length in the front side of your body. Activate Uddiyana Bandha, navel to spine. Come back up with an inhale on hands and knees, and with an exhale, come into downward dog, releasing the head. It's this inverted V, and find your breath for 2. 1. Feel so far you want to push your hands, your palms on the floor forward to find the integration of the front line. And then center yourself in your lower belly, let the neck release, and from the center, pull forward with an inhale. With an exhale, bend the knees and come into the knee rolls as you push back, long, straight, lower back all the time as we're going into the circle, pivoting around the axis that goes horizontally through our shoulders. So, inhale, coming forward, exhale, bending the knees, shins parallel to the floor, and arriving in downward dog. Right leg, middle of the mat, inhale, left leg rises. Awesome. Exhale, bending the left knee and drawing it to the outside of our left arm. We're pulling back, inhaling, left leg rises. And with an exhale, drawing the bent left knee to our right upper arm. As we twist, we are inhaling awesome as the left leg rises. And with an exhale, come onto the outside of the right leg, and the left leg steps behind us for flipping the dog. We're inhaling here, left arm rises, and breathing here for 3 long deep breaths. 1, 2, super. 3, awesome. Inhale, allow the left arm to rise, and with an exhale, set the left hand down. Come back with an inhale into Adha Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana, left leg up, and with an exhale, step forward into lunge position. Both hands can, with an inhale and exhale, come to the inside of your left foot. Make sure there's enough shoulder space, wide collarbones, shoulders grounded, and really draw the left sit bone back towards your right heel. We're doing the spinal activation again as we round with an inhale and straightening from our base of the skull towards our right heel. Long straight line. We're drawing to center, activating Samana view, and extending from base of skull to right heel in Dhyana. Last time, inhale, pulse, find center, gather, Hara, and keeping the center, and from the center, extend with an exhale, forward. Awesome. And from here, really anchor your shoulders again, inhale, and with an exhale, the right heel may drop. Make sure that the outer edge of the right foot is still grounded. We're releasing the arms, we're pushing the floor away with an inhale, and coming into Skandasana, bending the right knee with an exhale. We're wandering forward as a cat in tall grass. Inhale here. Exhale, drawing the right heel up, coming into lunge position. We're inhaling, rounding, gathering. Exhaling, extending, left hip, sit bone towards right heel. Inhale, we round. Exhale, we're extending. Allow the head to be released. Last time, inhale, round and gather. Exhale, extend. And then from here, shoulders grounded. Inhale, right foot pivots with heel to the floor. Exhale, straightening the left leg, bending the right knee, and we're coming and arriving in Skandasana. We're wandering forward, bending the left knee, inhaling, exhaling, right heel draws up to the sky, and here we can, with the next exhale, setting the right knee down, the left knee is over our left ankle, and we're rising, drawing the energy from the floor up towards the ground. That's why we opened our feet with an inhale into low lunge. And with an exhale, allow the shoulders to ground to earth again. Inhale. And with an exhale, push through the left heel, straightening the left leg. And we're bringing both hands to the floor, fingertips touching. And we really want to work the sit bones to each other, drawing them together while we're keeping the shoulders and collarbones wide. The neck is released. And with the next inhale from our center, we're flowing forward onto the left foot. With an exhale, allow the shoulders to roll back, gather from the floor, draw it up as with an inhale, we're rising, both arms to the sky. Exhale, pushing the left heel into the floor, going into a forward bend for the backside of our left leg, fingertips on the floor, shoulders grounded. Last time. In this rhythmic vinyasa, find yourself at center as we're going forward with an inhale onto our left leg into low lunge. Exhale, activating and strengthening, stabilizing the base through navel and sit bones drawing together. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, interlacing your hands or fingers on the backside of your head. Find slowly your right knee drawing to the left heel. Inhale, arriving at center. Exhale, elbows wide. With an inhale, push your heart up. And with an exhale, draw back into a back bend. 3 long deep breaths. You can imagine really to draw your right knee towards your left heel. Where 2. And last 1, 3. Awesome. And then from here, from center, inhale, bringing both arms up. And with an exhale, allow that for the last time, straightening the left leg, knee maybe bend slightly, your fingertips touch the floor. And we're doing the same movement that we're doing or have done in CHIARADINA. We're doing the spinal waves just to keep the kundalini moving as we're rounding with an inhale. And with an exhale, straight long spine. You might feel a stronger stretch in the back side of your left leg if the back really is straight. Inhale, round. Observe the movement of your sternum. Exhale. The sternum reaches forward as if it would want to touch your toes of the left foot. Last time. Inhale, the space between heart and navel shortens, and with an exhale, you feel these wide sides of your waist. The navel is moving away, or your sternum is moving away from the navel. And just really find this juicy stretch for the backside of your left leg. And we're here for 3 long deep breaths. 1. Really sternum forward. Yeah. Allow the chin to descend to the floor. Super. 2. Activation in your center. And 3. And then find yourself in your lower belly again, drawing up and in. With an inhale, come back forward. And with an exhale, set the hands to the floor. So we're in low lunge. We're straightening from our center, from an active Uddiyana Bandha, navel to spine, our right leg with an inhale. Find again that you can draw the sit bones together with an exhale and then rise with an inhale into high lunge. Shoulders draw to the floor. Both hands on your pelvis, on your ilia. And maybe you can find that your pelvis actually is tilted forward. So maybe you need to bend the right knee so your pelvis can be upright. Your tailbone pointing towards the floor underneath you. And we're just moving the right leg without anything else moving. We want to stabilize the pelvis. So with an exhale, try to straighten the right leg without tilting the pelvis forward. With an inhale, draw your right knee or patella towards your nose. And with an exhale, stabilize the pelvis and straighten the right leg. Last time. Inhale, bending the knee. Exhale, from your center, work through center to sit bone to heel, straighten the right leg, super. Inhale, 1 more time. And with an exhale, both hands to the floor. Come and arrive at center in your lower belly. The left leg steps to the right. We're inhaling here. And with an exhale, both knees to the floor. Arrive at Balasana, Child's Pose. Release. Integrate the work. Feel that again here you can really release all the work you just did. Store what you need in Hara. Release the excess tension into the floor and find your breath for 1. So that after we really went into strenuous work, we can recharge our batteries too. And 3, allow the head to be super, super relaxed. Arrive at center from the middle of your body. Slowly, head released. Come with an inhale up onto hands and knees. And with an exhale, release into downward dog, feet flexed. Push yourself back. And when arriving here, just feel into the difference between your left and right leg. Bend the knees a little bit and allow the pelvis to really tilt forward, empty forward, so your tailbone is drawing higher up towards the ceiling. Keep with your breath. And then find center again. And we're doing our Vinyasa. Whenever you want to work with straight legs, instead of knees on the floor, be my guest. So with an inhale, come forward into plank. First, krama is knees on the floor. With an exhale, we stay at center. We're inhaling and pushing forwards, tailbone to backside of the knees. And with an exhale, just the elbows bend and our triceps work. The shoulders roll back when we have arrived on the floor. And we inhale and draw ourselves up into Cobra, pelvis still firmly anchored with pubic bone. Exhale, allow the hands to pull back towards your heels so you really can extend the front side of your torso. Once you arrived here, I'm just keeping my head up so you can hear me better. Come back up with an inhale onto hands and knees. And with an exhale, pull or push back into downward dog. So we're going into working on the other side, and we're breathing for 3, 1. See that the distance between your navel and your heart is as extended as possible. 2, relaxed neck, relaxed head. 3. And then see if, as you move dynamically, you can hold the contact to the floor and really wait for your breath cycle. So with an inhale, lift the right leg up. And with an exhale, we're bending the right knee and drawing the right knee towards the outside of the right arm. Super. Inhale. Come back into Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana from center. With an exhale, right knee draws to the outside of our left arm. With an inhale, push back, arriving in Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. And with an exhale, come into flipping the dog. We're turning on the outside of our left leg. The right leg steps behind. The left shoulder is directly over our left wrist. And with an inhale, the right arm can come overhead. And we're here for 3 long deep breaths. 1. Super. 2. Really seize the feet, anchoring into the floor, pushing down. 3. Awesome. Slowly lift the right arm with an inhale. And with an exhale, the right hand can descend to the floor. We're pushing back, having the right leg ascending one more time. We're inhaling. And with an exhale, drawing the knee to chest and stepping forward. From here, arrive with an inhale and exhale again with both hands on the inside of your right foot. Shoulders are firmly anchored. With an inhale, round the spine. And with an exhale, ground the tip of your shoulder blades towards your pelvis and extending the spine. Inhale, drawing to center. And with an exhale, release long straight line from the base of your skull towards your left heel. Last time. Inhale. round, gather at center. And with an exhale, extend. Awesome. And then from here, with an inhale, slowly allow the left heel to drop towards the center line. Exhale, straightening the right leg, bending the left knee, and we're coming into Skandasana, basic move. Left knee is bent, left foot flat on the floor, right foot toes pointing up. We're walking forward with an inhale. Hands set at the inside of our right foot. We're exhaling, the left heel turns up. And we're anchoring ourselves through polarity as with an inhale we round. And with an exhale we straighten and extend. We're going into Samana activation, drawing to center with an inhale. And with an exhale we're extending too. Last time. We're inhaling, rounding. And with an exhale, we are extending, straight spine, 3. And then from here, with an inhale, allow the left heel to drop. With an exhale, allow the right leg to straighten. And we're coming into Skandasana. And both hands can be on the floor, shoulders are grounded. Active legs, feet and heel, push into the floor. Last time, we're walking back forward with an inhale. Exhale, left heel draws up towards the sky. We inhale here. With an exhale, we're setting our left hand around our right hand around the right foot. And with an exhale, the left knee can come to the floor. The left foot can release. And we are finding ourselves at center. And slowly, having enough space in your right groin, we're ascending, drawing the energy up with an inhale into low lunge. Exhale, allow the shoulders to be anchored, the sit bones are drawing together, and we're inhaling here. And with an exhale, pushing the right heel into the floor, we're straightening the right leg, and the pelvic bowl emptying forward as we come into Ardha Hanuman. We're finding us in center. And we're flowing forward with an inhale, right knee bending. Exhale, both hands touch the floor, shoulders anchored. We rise up with an inhale into low lunge. And with an exhale, find that you can push your right heel towards the front side of your mat as you straighten your right leg. Sit bones still drawing together. Last time. Inhale, flow forward, bending the right leg. Exhale, hands can walk forward so you have enough space, shoulders grounded. Draw the energy from the earth up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, fingers interlaced, hands on the backside of your head. Again, allow the pelvis to come into a neutral position here. And with an exhale, go into back bends. And we're here for 3 long deep breaths. 1. Ribs are closed for support. 2. Awesome. Very good. And 3. Very beautiful, guys. And then here, arrive at center again. And then slowly with an inhale, straighten both arms and come back up. And with an exhale, release the hands. Bring them back to the floor. The shoulders are anchored to the pelvis. We're inhaling here. And with an exhale, we're pushing the right heel forward, coming into Ardha Hanuman. Can find the sit bones drawing together, collarbones wide. The left knee is directly under your left hip. If that's not possible, just correct it. And then from here, really stable pelvis, sit bones drawing together. Empty out again the pelvic bowl by aiding yourself with this body vinyasa as we round with an inhale, and we extend the spine with an exhale. We're just doing this 2 more times. We're inhaling, arriving at center, and then from here with an exhale, extend the heart away from your navel. Shoulders are grounded, head is free. Last time, we're inhaling and rounding, and with an exhale, finding the navel and extending. Very good. Find the shoulders anchored again. And we stay here for an opening for the backside of our right leg. 1. You can just take some space if you need to by coming up onto your fingertips. And we're at 3. Very beautiful. Again, arrive in to your navel center, activate it so we can come back from here. With an inhale, back onto our right foot. We're exhaling, the hands can wander forward. Our fingertips are on the floor, the shoulders stay connected with your pelvis. From our center, we're flexing our left foot, inhaling. And with an exhaling from your navel onto your sit bone, your left sit bone, push back, straightening the left leg into your left heel. Again, find that you're drawing the energy up as you inhale and both arms come overhead. And with an exhale, allow both hands to come onto your ilia, your pelvis. And you really want to make sure again that the bowl of your pelvis is upright. Everything stays stable and just the left leg moves. So with an inhale, the left knee draws forward as if it would kick a ball hanging on a string in front of your left knee. And with an exhale, straightening from your ribs, from your core, the left leg without emptying the pelvic bowl. Very beautiful. Super. Last time. Inhale. Bending the left knee. And with an exhale, straightening the left leg. Again, stay at center. Lift both arms away from your pelvis up to the ceiling. Inhale. And with an exhale, both hands to the floor, shoulders anchored. And then slowly step with your right leg to your left. And with an exhale, allow the knees to descend and sit back into Balasana, child's pose. Super. Find your breath. Calm it down. Head is released. Feel a connection to the floor. And that the body, every time there's been action or a lot of commotion, can arrive on the floor in calmness, reconnecting to earth and breath. Maybe you want to play around with these soft breath waves. 3. Shoulders stay firmly anchored. Head is super relaxed. And from our active center, with an inhale, our navel, we come forward onto hands and knees. With an exhale, if you're not in a really nice position, you feel kind of quirky on your hands and knees, let the hands walk back. Flex both feet, inhale here. And with an exhale, come into the downward dog. And move. Shoulders firmly grounded. And we're breathing for 1. A lot of space between navel and heart, 2. 3, very good. And then slowly from here, we're doing our last Vinyasa today. So find yourself at center. Feel also how this center actually directs our legs. So with an inhale, come forward into plank. With an exhale, if you want to, put your knees onto the floor and do your Vinyasa Chaturanga here. But maybe you want to keep the legs straight. Inhale here, and with an exhale, no banana back. The elbows bend, the shoulders drop, the hips hover. Maybe you want to lower the legs and the pelvis for the cobra. Or you come into upward dog with the pelvis off. So with an inhale, go into the thoracic spine extension as the heart lifts. And with an exhale, swing back if you're in upward dog into downward dog. If you're in cobra, arrive again onto the floor. Find this space around your heart as you touch here. With an inhale, stabilizing pelvis, supporting lower back, navel to spine. We come onto hands and knees. And with an exhale, into downward dog. Move. 3 breaths here. Super. Shoulders really firmly anchored. 1. Long straight back. 2. It's very beautiful what you're doing. and 3. Very good. And then from here, see that if you have moved spontaneously, pivoted the body around, moved the head and the neck, that you can find the components of this pose, the shoulders angled, the neck free. And where we are in our breath cycle. So as you find yourself in your center, breathing, walk slowly forward and find that you're moving in harmony with your breath. So whenever an inhale comes, one foot steps, when an exhale comes, the other foot steps, until you arrive into Uttanasana, fingertips on the floor, knees maybe bent, long straight back. And with an inhale from our core, we're lifting ourselves up, extending the thoracic spine. And with an exhale, we're diving down. The ribs are still closed. The waist is really long, so you're not using your core muscles, your recti. And then slowly mobilize the spine as you pulse here, the spinal pulsations in Uttanasana. And with every exhale, the pelvic bowl may tilt forward a little bit. The tailbone moves up to the sky. You will feel this in the backside of your leg. Last time, with an inhale, there is this release. The tension is easing. And with an exhale, find if you can deepen the stretch by drawing the heels to the floor, the tailbone to the sky, and keeping the spine long. Maybe you want to close your eyes for a moment, the hands to walk back, to feel into your shoulders, see if they're connected to your pelvis. Allow the head to release completely and come into really slow, long, deep breathing for 1. Super. 2. Very beautiful, everyone. Release the head, just the head. Yeah, 3. Very good. Super long neck. And then from here, with an inhale, arrive in the space of the backside of the heart between your shoulder blades. Feel that the head is not leading here, so you're actually leading with the backside of a heart in between our shoulder blades, so the neck can really stay released. So with an inhale, feel that you're lifting up halfway into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, allow the shoulders to anchor to the pelvis. Stay with your attention in the space between your shoulder blades. Allow the head to release. The chin is not pulling up. We are guiding ourselves up or drawing ourselves up with the backside of the heart as the feet push down and we rise with a straight spine, both arms over the side with an inhale. Head's not leading, and with an exhale, come with both hands in Namaste, or palms touching your chest to your heart. Find the connection to the floor. Feel that you're connecting or reconnecting to your own rhythm of breath. And I really want you to come back to this calmness, to feel this filling and emptying, breath calming down. And maybe if you've gotten one in the beginning of the class, arrive in your sankalpa, your dedication, the response from earth, what we need or what we want to pass on, and we anchor in this. And there we are. For 2 long deep breaths, enjoy this connection without pressure and love. Awesome. And then from here, slowly release your hands. Inhale, lifting the gaze. And with an exhale, allow the arms to sink. We're starting with the right leg. Proceeding with you in stages or kramas, so allow that the weight fully goes into your left leg from your lower belly. With an inhale, lift the right leg up, drawing the sit bones together. First krama. With an exhale, allow the left hand to come to the outside of your right knee. The sit bone on the right drops to the earth. Inhale, lift through the whole center line of your body, and with an exhale, twist only with your torso to the right. Maybe you want to stay here, or maybe you want to go further and grab with an inhale with your left hand the outside of your right foot, straightening with an exhale the left leg, drawing the sit bones together. Inhaling, lifting straight up, and with an exhale, twisting to the right. Yes, super. Awesome. 3, and then slowly return back to center. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the hands. And melt down. Allow the knees to bend. Go side to side. Come back to your breath. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Arrive here. And then feel that we're going up this time differently, and not with a straight back, but rolling back up. So feel this connection starts from the floor up. So we're pushing the feet into the floor, and this allows us to rise as we come back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. The breath flows, our shoulders stay fluid, they can circle, and slowly roll back up to standing. Feel that you're in alignment, the pelvic in neutral position, pelvic bowl up, tailbone to the floor, hands are free or both hands to the heart. Arrive. 2 breaths. 1, 2. Awesome. Find here maybe the head's looking forward, and really feel the feet again connected to the floor. The feet connected to the floor means this ability to step forward. With an exhale, arrive in your lower belly, and we're switching to the other side. So we're lifting with an inhale our left leg from center. With an exhale, the sit bones are drawing together. Maybe the right hand stays on the outside of your left knee. Maybe the right hand comes to the outside of your left foot. Inhale, and with an exhale, find center, straightening the left leg if you're in the Skrama, and twisting the torso without the pelvis moving towards the left. 3 long deep breaths. Really try to anchor yourself at center and radiate from the floor up, from the front to the back. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. From center, slowly the left arm can lead. Come back forward. Inhale. Exhale, releasing your hand from knee or foot, and slowly stepping with your left foot to your right. Bending the knees, hip width apart and empty as you come down to the floor. Allow the head to be fully released. Drop into the floor. We're still here for 2 long deep breaths. 1. Enjoy the breath. See if you can come into this sense to really be held on the floor in support. And then from here, wherever you are, slowly with an inhale, come back onto both hands. Exhale, step one knee to the floor. Next knee may follow. And then from here we can cross our shins or ankles and roll over our legs. And maybe the legs are bent in front of us. We're finding this mandala again. And maybe you want to feel into your body if something has changed from the first roll down in this class. So with an inhale, lifting your arms. With an exhale, feel that you're drawing the rhomboids or activating the rhomboids for drawing the shoulder blades together. So see if you can protect the backside of your heart just a little bit. Inhale here, and with an exhale, as you're articulating the spine from the pelvic bowl up towards the base of the skull, stay in your integrity. You're rolling back down on 2 tracks until you're lying flat on your back, one hand on your heart, the other hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, the other hand on your heart. And with your attention, just realize the contact to the floor again. And then invite you to reconnect and move consciously from inside out with your breath. And we're still here, savoring the contact to the floor, the contact to our breath for 3 long deep breaths. 1. Feel the sinking as you exhale. Feel that you're being held, caught by the floor. 2. Feel that you relax. 3. And then slowly release your hands. Bring both arms with inhale and exhale to the side. Maybe this time your palms are up. And then allow that both feet can, with in and exhale, walk in a little bit further towards your sit bones. Feel that you're still open around your heart, that the heart is actually drawing up towards the ceiling. And feel that through your heart you are connected to this infinite space that has no boundaries. And at the same time, feel the boundaries of the physical world by being in contact with the floor underneath you. So I invite you, as you breathe, to feel this huge infinite space over and around you as you inhale, and that there's still unlimited possibilities to be explored. With an exhale, arrive at your center. Inhale, and with an exhale, allow the feet maybe to wander a little bit to the left. The knees can drop to the left, and it's a very relaxed lying twist, twisted roots. See if you both can ground both shoulders on the floor. Maybe you can really feel this expansion on the right side of your waist. And to really find also these unlimited possibilities with your breath and with your breathing, and consciously draw them into your body, creating space and creating possibilities while still being connected to your center. Health, head is released for 1. 2. And 3. Awesome. And then arrive again in your center, drawing navel to spine, for being present and having a choice. With an inhale, right leg leads, knee to the ceiling. Exhale, other knee follows. If you need more space, allow the feet to walk apart, to drop the knees towards the center. Or maybe you just want to pivot on your inside and outside of your feet from right to left, so the lower back can release. And whatever way you choose to just keep the hips released, to mobilize and massage your lower spine, your torso. We're here for 2. And then slowly we can come back to center with an inhale, knees pointing up towards the ceiling or sky. And with an exhale, our knees are pointing up, our feet are maybe closer to our hips, our arms can draw out so we can find this wide wingspan of our arms. Maybe activating our heart meridian from our torso or where our arm begins to our pinky finger. And as we breathe, then we have this infinite space and drawing it into the body, maybe holding this thought that we want to fulfill our potential. And with an exhale, we're widening our left wingspan by allowing the knees to fall to the right. See if it can really be a surrender that's very comfortable, also for your neck, with a soft gaze. And we're finding again a connection to our breath, drawing it into our physical being. And do this for 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then feel that you're returning back to center in a very relaxed and easy manner. Maybe the lower back can release. We're arriving in our contact to the floor, arriving in an inhalation, arriving as we exhale. And you can always remind yourself then whenever there is too much energy in the body, especially mental energy, and we're getting a little bit mentally agitated or nervous, that we can bring to this overly vata energy, more kapha, more earth. So whenever you need to feel the ground, either through your feet or through your back, feel your center, navel to spine, whenever you need this. So you're present in here in the current moment. And whenever you feel ready, arrive into Uttanasana, one knee to chest and the other. Enjoy for a moment. And before coming up, really celebrate this calmness. That our pelvis, our heart, pelvis is in Ayurveda earth element, our heart is the air element, and that both elements are really, really well grounded here. So we can at the same time savor the calmness and the movement that comes through our own individual breath wave. And then with an inhale, find the shoulders anchored, roll back. Exhale, release the neck. Feet come very relaxed towards the ceiling. We inhale, activating the navel and coming slowly back up to a seated position. Come forward. Super. Feel that you're really firmly grounded wherever you are seated. Also feel that there's the possibility to always be in contact, to widen the shoulders, to find yourself at center with neck released. And arrive with one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly. Feel that you can collect yourself in both areas with the hand on the belly, our physical being as our emotional being, and with our hands or hand on the heart, connecting to our spiritual life. Find the floor, find the earth. Mahama, the Great Mother, support you. Feel how she's carrying you. And as a woman, and maybe also in your role as a mother, come into contact. And during this challenging time of COVID, ask her for being nourished, ask her for being supported. And find again calm breathing. Find your sankalpa. Connect the activated energy or the energy we activated with your intention. Bring it into alignment. And when you're in your own breath cycle, have arrived with an exhalation, slowly release your hands. Reunite your palms in front of your heart. Let the shoulders roll back, the head be free. Feel that we're within ourselves, always have the ability and possibility to free ourselves. Not always easy, but always possible. Thank you so much for practicing today, and have a really nice Wednesday evening. Have a really nice completion of your week, and celebrate the connection to yourself and everyone that's around you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for giving everything. Very beautiful classes today. Many thanks. Namaste.